Hello everyone, Daisy here with another layout for Spiegel Mom Scraps. This month we are doing pin-inspired layouts where we are scrap lifting layouts that we find inspiring that we found on Pinterest or in other places, I guess, but I think we're really focusing on Pinterest. At the beginning of the video I did share the layout that I am scrap lifting, and it's just a gorgeous fringe layout and I absolutely love it. And so I decided to do a fringed layout. I love fringe. I have used it many times before in similar ways to this, but I am going to kind of change it up a little bit. I am following the layout pretty closely, except for I am going to be using all blues, and that is because there is a paper issues crop going on this weekend, and one of their challenges were to use different colors of blue, so I'm kind of double dipping with this layout, and I'm going to submit it for that as well. So what I have here is some navy cardstock and some white cardstock, and I'm just layering them together for my background. And then you saw me fringe all of these these are 2-inch strips of paper, and they're from different collections, and they're all from my scrap box. And so I decided what I wanted to do is I wanted to cut the fringe into some chevron, just to give it a little bit of difference from the original layout, and to make it kind of more my own. And as you can see, I have a lot of different collections here. I have some American Crafts. There's One Canoe 2. This kind of purple one I'm doing right now is Vicky Bouton, and there is also Cocoa Vanilla. And I really love how the chevron turns out with the fringe. I think it just looks super cool. And I did speed this part of the video up pretty fast because it's just me cutting fringe, and you can see that huge mess. I have little bits of paper everywhere in my craft room. It's a big mess. So now I am just gonna try to layer these in a way that I find appealing, and then I went off camera and stuck them all down, and I just used ATG. I was gonna stitch. The original layout has stitching across theirs, but since I covered up the top edge of most of the papers, I didn't think it was really worth the time to do. So now I just pulled out a bunch of different embellishments here. I have a lot of fancy pants. I just got my fancy pants box. Sorry about that. I'm the only one up right now, and my dogs decided they had to go outside right this second, so I had to go let them outside. I think I was saying that I just got my fancy pants box in the mail, and they had an amazing kind of like almost like a warehouse box sale, and I ordered one and I got a ton of stuff in there, so I decided to break into some of my fancy pants and get some of it used up. So I pulled out that little camera there. It's like a rubber charm that was on the end of a paper clip, and I pulled the paper clip off. I also pulled out the wood veneer glasses and that #1 up at the top. And then I have the Crepe Paper Cool Kid Silver Stars, and so I pulled out a couple of those. And then I also got the, I think it's Pink Paisley, is it Pink Paisley Wild Child? Excuse me, and pulled off some of the red foil chipboard stars, and then also my title, which is going to be Hey Handsome. This is a layout about my son, as you can see there. We were at the pumpkin patch, excuse me, and he was standing in front of the hay bale maze. Yeah, okay, the words are not coming to me yet this morning. And I don't know, he's my handsome boy, so I feel like I don't scrap him as much because I don't have as many photos of him now that he's older, and decided it was time that I wanted to, start doing more boy layouts. So I am using some silver thread here, and I did put some tangled silver thread behind the photo, but I'm using some silver thread here, and I'm sorry you can't see it super well, but I'm using the Blue Bonkers sequin mix, and I am stringing it onto this silver thread. I do have it doubled up to make it a little bit more so that you can see it a little bit better when I put it on the page. But I'm stringing these on here. I'm using those big blue discs, a white disc, and the little stars that are in this mix. And I'm just stringing them across and kind of tying them onto the string. I just wanted to make a little like almost banner thing with the sequins, just to put above the title there and kind of help fill in a little bit of that white space. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my tiny Zots and just stick down only the blue ones, the blue sequins, so that the rest of it kind of hangs freely, but to make sure that it doesn't pop off the page. So, and now I'm going to use some other glue dots to stick down some of the rest of the embellishments. I hate rubber charms, they never stick for me. And then I'm also going to add some more of the blue sequins around my little clusters there, and that's pretty much going to be it. So if you don't already, you should head on over to Facebook and join the 15 Minutes to Scrap with Spiegel Mom Scraps Facebook group. There's always fun things going on there. Usually there's a monthly sketch challenge. You can also see like what the sparklers are up to for the month, and you get to see everybody's awesome inspiring layout. So you should head on over there if you don't already belong to that group. And you can also find Spiegel Mom Scraps on Instagram, so don't forget about that either. It's a great way to see the new releases and when sales are coming up. So don't forget, you can use my code Daisie15 for 15% off your next purchase, and I will see you again next time. Bye!